kryptonite, that's every night. Can't get enough, creeping up my focus spine, baby. You know I've been working towards the only time I hit you up is late at night. It's late at night, yeah. Baby, I'm sorry if I hit you up and faded. The only time I hit you up is when I'm wasted. Girl, you just all up in my mind, I can't erase it. Now girl, just ride with it, baby, just ride with it. I wrote this down for you and I so we could vibe with it. Don't listen to all of those words cause they got lies in it. The only thing that separates us is that time difference. She my kryptonite, that's every night. Can't get enough, creeping up my focus spine, baby. You know I've been working towards the only time I hit you up is late at night. It's late at night, yeah. She my kryptonite, that's every night. Can't get enough, creeping up my focus spine, baby. You know I've been working towards the only time I hit you up is late at night. It's late at night, yeah. Late at night, I had her late at night. She wanna stay the night. I told her, baby, you should cut, but I just say it nice. She in her feelings while I'm never tryna say it twice. One time, the only time, and she would never get with this again. Finish off with her and then I meet her friends, yeah. Shawty said she fell in love with the bands. She just like my clothes, she just like my trends, yeah. She my kryptonite, that's every night. Can't get enough, creeping up my focus spine, baby. You know I've been working towards the only time I hit you up is late at night. It's late at night, yeah. She my kryptonite, that's every night. Can't get enough, creeping up my focus spine, baby. You know I've been working towards the only time I hit you up is late at night. It's late at night, yeah. Kryptonite, she make me weak even when I'm at my best. Like I got an S on my chest. Sleepless nights, I get no rest. She asked me if I Kryptonite, she make me weak even when I'm at my best. Like I got an S on my chest. Sleepless nights, I get no rest. She asked me if I regress. I ain't got nothing to confess. Every time that she come around me, I got a hand around my neck like she my kryptonite, that's every night. Can't get enough, creeping up my focus spine, baby. You know I've been working towards the only time I hit you up is late at night. It's late at night, yeah. She my kryptonite, that's every night. Can't get enough, creeping up my focus spine, baby. You know I've been working towards the only time I hit you up is late at night. It's late at night, yeah.
Hello? Ah, finally. God. Alright. Are we good now? Can everyone hear me? Just let me know you can hear me. I'll be starting up again right from the start. Okay, thank you. Sorry, everyone. Yeah, my tech guy unfortunately is in a meeting today, so I have to figure it out on my own, and so that's why it's a little bit difficult for me today. But I got it now, and we're okay, so that's all good. So what I was saying is, I wanted to start off today by saying Happy Friday. Friday's awesome. We all love Fridays because it means that tomorrow, hopefully, you don't have to work. So great on. This is great stuff, and awesome that you can hear me. Now, I'm going to start doing something, and I'm going to do this for you guys as a community. So, who likes free crypto? Anyone like free crypto? I feel like there's a lot of good crypto out there, right? Oh, thanks, David. I'm sure sound better than no sound is always better. What's yours? How's it going, Mar? It's been a while since I saw you online. How's it going? Great, great, great. It's good seeing everyone here. It's nice seeing David and Kevin and Tim. Everyone, awesome. Happy Friday. Dom, happy Friday. So what do you guys got to do now to get some free cryptocurrency? Because I'm sure that's a question that you're thinking of right now. Like, that sounds like a good idea. What do I have to do? Well, basically, there's a couple ways that I'm going to be giving out crypto for free. The first thing I'm going to be doing is people have to like and share my videos. So the more you like the video, the more you love the video, the more you push all those cool buttons on the video, the more chances that you'll have to get a chance to win crypto. So I'm going to be doing a couple different things. The first thing obviously will be you guys getting people to follow me, which would just basically be sharing this video to friends. Once I get to 5,000 followers on my cryptocurrency education page, I am going to be giving out $50 to $100 depending on how many people do it and how fast. So the faster we get there, the more money I'm going to give away, and hopefully that motivates all you guys to like and share the videos. So please do. It's not hard to do, and it does help your friends. And hey, what better than your friends being also able to win free cryptocurrency? So they get education, so they understand what we're doing. And on top of that, even better, we get to have a bigger community, more people involved. And as we know, crypto needs that right now. We need more people in the space because a lot of people are scared at this point because they don't understand the market has dips and goes back up. Now, I do have good news for you. My boy Ryan O'Krant is saying sometime in the end of April, mid to end of April, we're gonna see Bitcoin hit highs again. Not all-time highs, but probably close to them. So just keep that in your mind. Remember another thing that I've been doing, someone said, hey, did you do any chronological analysis on the month of March? I said, well, no, I actually haven't. So they said, go back and look at March and tell me the last time it had a successful year in Bitcoin. I was like, all right, okay. And it's like, they're like, also look at the other cryptos. I was like, all right, okay. So I went back 2014. I realized March sucked. I realized 2015 March sucked. I realized 2016 March sucked. I even realized that in 2017 March sucked. So guess what? What that means is we're just going through a normal pattern. What happens in April? 5 of the last 7 Aprils have had huge growth months. So we're coming up to that, and as I've been telling you guys, we're ramping up to it. All this slow movement and sideways movement is going to lead to a really big boom in crypto. And remember, yes, people are scared, but I guarantee all of you, people get FOMO the second they see Bitcoin having big movement again. And so we just get used to that. And I hope that you guys are going to enjoy that because it's pretty awesome. I love it. Okay. Next thing, let's get into some cryptocurrency news. So first things first, Coinbase comes out with a cryptocurrency calculator. Well, why is that important? Well, to figure out how to do your taxes, especially for the United States, it is really difficult to know how to actually figure out your taxes for crypto. So what they've done is actually they have made their own crypto calculator, which you can input stuff in. It is not perfect, but it is close. So for example, there'll be FIFO on one side. So basically, what did you pick it up at? What did you sell it at? So the price of Ether on this date, the price of Ether on this date. If you sold it here, this is how much you would gain or you'd lose. Pretty straightforward, right? So then it would say, like, let's say you bought Ether, you bought a couple types, you bought Ether twice, you made $230 the first time and $320 the second time, you get $550 gain. And that would be your taxable income. So if you lose, then you don't have to pay tax if you lost, right? But if you gain profit, then you'll pay tax on the profit. So it's not perfect. And also, if you invest in ICOs and this is something you really need to keep in mind, because if you've invested in an ICO, it will not count it on that crypto calculator. So you have to be really careful. And this is just a word of caution. Be very careful when you use this, that you factor in the fact that if you did buy into ICOs or pre-sales, that you write it down and you add it in later. It's going to be really difficult. You're probably going to want someone who focuses a little bit more on crypto at the start for the first couple of years, if you're doing taxes and you're doing everything right, because you know the man's going to come for you. So just be careful. Make sure that you're doing everything as best as you can. So yeah, Mars seeing a little bit of the movement, and I agree with you. What we're going to actually start seeing is amazing stuff. Now, yes, Dom, you're also right. So generally, why is March a slow season? People are waiting for their taxes to come back. Usually by April they have them, and then they have this big check of money, and cryptocurrency will probably be a good place for people to park some of that money. So you'll probably start seeing people do that, which is absolutely great for crypto. Another thing you're going to see is the Mt. Gox people, when they get some of their money back, the $405 million that Kobayashi jerk off dip the market in crazily from, that money will come back into crypto. At least some of it, at least a good 200 million, I would assume, will go back into crypto. The people that lost their crypto will probably be jumping right into it because they believe in it already anyways, right? So we're going to see a lot of that type of movement. So get excited for that, because it's coming. And it's not going to be slow. I love how Heidi and Tim and Dom and Mar, you guys are all like little buddies. I love that's really cool. So you guys keep doing that. It's pretty sweet. So let's continue on. So another really big thing that came out today was Lightning Labs from California. They launched beta version of their Lightning Network. Why is that important is a good question. Well, what is Lightning Network going to do? Lightning Network is going to speed up transactions for Bitcoin and Litecoin. They actually use Bitcoin and Litecoin exclusively right now. I'm sure they'll use more later, but right now it's mostly Bitcoin and Litecoin. So what does it actually do? Well, Lightning Network is like a side chain network. So you put money into a Lightning Network wallet, and then it converts Bitcoin into Lightning, not Lightning. It basically takes your Bitcoin and puts it on a separate chain, which is a lot faster and scalable, and they can send you your Bitcoin instantaneously. So no more waiting, no more sitting and waiting for the transaction to confirm and all that stuff. But there are limitations on the Lightning Network beta. Number one, they're suggesting that you don't even put a full Bitcoin on it yet. They want you to use microtransactions first. So if you're going to buy coffee, if you're going to buy smaller things, not expensive things, you'll use Lightning Network for that for now, because it's in beta and they might have bugs, and they've said that. So just be careful if you're going to try it out, and it'll be fun to just give it a shot. Just remember that. Now, if Bitcoin is a decentralized saving account, Lightning Network is a decentralized checking account. So think of it like that. So savings usually store and hold for a long time. Then you have your checking account, which is which goes really quickly and easily. So it's kind of like the same concept of that. So Lightning Network is actually going to speed up adoption, because all the issues with scalability and speed go away. And without having issues of scalability and speed, what else is going to go away is probably Bitcoin Cash. It'll probably have a very, very rough go, because Lightning Network does everything that Bitcoin Cash was supposed to do for Bitcoin. So what does that mean? It means that, it's not so good for Bitcoin Cash. Now, there are negative sides of Lightning Network as well, because some people think it's a very centralized way of doing things, and banks will have control of them, etc. So everything has good and bad. Remember that, and it's good to remember that. Now, if you think that's true, give me a like or share if you believe that the Lightning Network is actually going to be doing something really awesome this year. Give me a like or share if you guys like money in crypto. Okay, when you start doing it more and more often, I'll be giving away crypto for you guys to help build this network by sharing and liking our videos. So anything I say that you like, give me a thumbs up, give me a smiley face of I'm a joker. If I say something you don't like about like for example, Lightning Network could be possibly centralized, then give me an angry face. And if you just love me, just give me lots of thumbs up. I love you guys too. All right, so you heard a lot of bad things and good things about Lightning Network, Tim, because there are a lot of good and bad things about Lightning Network. Now, is it going to bring adoption faster? Absolutely. Is it going to kill Bitcoin Cash? I hope. Are there bad things about it? Yes. It sort of makes things centralized. It can possibly make you, it could possibly be an issue for people who don't like regulated markets and who don't like non-decentralized. As much as it's a decentralized wallet, it's still kind of centralized, and it's hard to explain, but it won't be completely in your control because it's a side chain. So remember, peer-to-peer works like this in Bitcoin and all the cryptos. Peer-to-peer means I send my money to, let's say, Heidi. So I send my money, I need to pay Heidi for something that she did for me. I'm going to give her a Litecoin. So I can send directly my wallet to Heidi's wallet. Well, Lightning Network, because we're going to use Bitcoin, you know, it's really slow, and I want to send her the money direct. I don't want her to wait. I don't want David to wait if he does lighting for me or something for a show. Why would I want him to wait to get his money? So if I put it on the Lightning Network, I can send David, for example, I can send David 0.2 Bitcoin for doing work for me, and he'll get it instantaneously like that. That's the difference between normal and Lightning Network, and that's what Bitcoin Cash was supposed to do, but this is even better. So I don't see how Bitcoin Cash will be able to survive unless there's a lot of people pushing for it to survive. So just want to make that really clear, because I find it's easy for us to miss that as well, right? So do comment on what you think about Lightning Network. I love when you guys comment, I love when you guys share, and I love when you guys like stuff, because it tells me what you're interested in. If I see no one likes something I'm talking about, then I'll try to avoid those things. I'm a real teacher. Remember, I am a real educator. I have my certifications in two provinces in Canada. I teach business, and I love it. So let's keep talking about some business. Anyone have any questions about the Lightning Network that you're curious about? Any issues or concerns? Do let me know. Just put a comment in the box. There is a short delay on these videos, about 10 seconds. So if you ever have that and you're waiting, don't worry. I'll get to it. I promise. Do my best. Okay. So that's the price you pay for having this cool stuff over here and that cool stuff behind. But hey, that's all right. Okay, moving on. Let's go on and talk about the US bill. Now, I've had a few people question and ask me, hey Joel, you know, I've been hearing about this Spank chain, and I know that you wrote about Vice token before, and over the time I actually slowly changed. So at the start I was like, that's awesome, that sounds great. You're gonna pay people to do naughty stuff that they already do, but then they get paid to watch it. So it's like, yeah, then they have a reason to watch it even more so. Now their mom can't yell at them, or their dad can't yell at them for doing stuff, watching those things, because it's all good. So, but there are issues, okay? And I'll talk about it. Yeah, I'm going to talk about Charlie Lee's big surprise too. Oh, there's so much to talk about today. God, I could talk for 2 hours. Great stuff though. All right, so how does one, okay, so a really good question about Lightning Network. How does a common person use Lightning Network? So Heidi, you know you have your normal wallet on for your Bitcoin, right? So Lightning Network will just be like another wallet. So you'll have like another app on your phone, the Lightning Network app with the Lightning Network wallet in it, or you'll use it on your computer. But generally, because it's Lightning Network, you're going to be using it outside the house. So you'll have it on your phone. It'll be a wallet on your phone. You'll send some Bitcoin to that wallet and some Litecoin to that wallet. And then we'll use those to send money when you want to buy stuff. And so it's pretty straightforward like that. So it converts it into a way that you can send the money quickly and easily and painlessly. Now, a good question is, will sharding be a threat to LightPay or faster cryptos? That's a really good question, Grisham. I can't tell you for sure the answer to that question without doing a little bit more research at this time. So I'm not going to answer that question right now because I don't know for sure if it's going to be a threat or not. I have to do some more research, and I'm going to write that down right now. So as you guys know, I like research. It's fun. I really enjoy it. So sharding and LightPay. Is it going to affect it? Faster cryptos? I'm going to check that out for you. No problem at all. All right. Charlie Lee's big surprise. Who can tell me what it was? Because I'm going to keep talking about this Spank chain right here. Right? So, what is Charlie Lee's big surprise? You guys tell me. I know you know it if you're asking. So, US bills. Okay? You just researched. Gershom, you should connect with me at some point. Just when you ever have a chance, just send me a message. I have some stuff that I might want you to do with me on a little project. So let me know if you would like to work with me at some point. And any of you other guys, if you guys ever want to do some stuff fun, crypto related things, let me know. So continuing on, let's keep going. I like that question, and there's another question about Charlie Lee's big surprise. I want you guys to tell me what it is, because I already know, and I'm not on that topic yet, so you guys throw that in the comment box. Now, this is an issue right here, okay? And the reason this is an issue is SpankChain and Vice Token are going to die because of this. Playboy Token is going to die because of this. Now, is it going to happen now? No, not yet. But here, I'll explain to you what's actually happening so you guys can understand what's going on. So the United States just put a U.S. Senate voted on a wildly controversial bill called the FOSTA-SESTA, which stands for the Fight Online Sex Trafficking Act and Stop Enabling Sex Traffickers Act. So what it's supposed to do is basically get rid of internet illegal crimes on the internet, like trafficking people, doing things that are illegal on the web, with sex-wise, with kids, with prostitution, etc. So this is an issue because Janice Griffith, who is a porn star herself and the co-founder of SpankChain, she actually said that this could actually cause a problem for anyone in any kind of sex work. So they're trying to protect kids, and they're trying to protect, or at least stop people from being prostitutes. But at the same time, they're actually doing something backwards, because anything that anyone does sexually is now going to be illegal. So it's not just porn. It's actually what she said, it's an attack on your freedom of speech, your freedom of association, and it's going to trickle down into other sectors. So I find it controversial. Now, I don't think it'll end anything. I just think that Vice Token and SpankChain are not going to be as successful as people think they would be. Now, another problem I have with these, and I ask people all the time because I've been doing research, I still don't get, how are they actually going to pay you to watch pornography? I just don't see how that makes any sense. And so that's the one thing that kind of threw me off, is like, how does that even work? It doesn't really make a lot of sense. The use case doesn't really make a lot of sense. I've tried to understand it and I don't get it. So if any of you guys get it, do let me know, but I just don't see it. So very good, Mar. You saw it. So Abra came out today. Now, Abra's big news, and I'm gonna get into it a little bit later. But yeah. So Tim, you're right. These things right here, these tokens, now they're backed up by Penthouse, by Cams, by Playboy. They're not scammy. But the thing is, I just don't understand how are they going to actually have a real use case. So, when I look at anything that I invest in, anything, it doesn't have to be stock, it doesn't have to be crypto. But when I look at it, I go, what is it going to do for people? How is it going to bring value for people? Now, I know lots of people like porn, girls, guys, everybody, right? But the thing is, it's got issues, like morally for a lot of people, ethically for a lot of people. It's got issues because, it's just not the type of thing a lot of people want to invest in. I would have to say, like, people would want to do it on the side, I guess, maybe, but I don't see how it's going to do well. This is my personal opinion about it, but maybe they'll do great, but I really don't see it yet. So let me know what you think, guys. Give me some comments down there. I want to see what you think about everything. Oh, Todd, you're asking me about literally my least favorite token. So, Ripple. Okay, what do I think is going to happen with Ripple? Now, Ripple as a company, I'm going to ask this question because a lot of people don't know. Ripple as a company or Ripple as XRP, the token? That's the question I like to ask. And the reason I like to ask that question is because Ripple is not XRP. They're the same company name, Ripple, and Ripple token, XRP. But XRP is not 100% associated with Ripple, the company. So yes, Ripple has great partnerships and stuff, but the crypto community has to like Ripple. I think, A, it will make people money, absolutely. It's made me money many times. It's accidentally made me money when I transferred instead of Bitcoin, and then had to wait a couple hours, and then went to go buy, and Ripple went up like from $1.50 to $2.50 or something like that in like a few hours at some point. So Ripple, the company, is going to do really well. They have a really good stuff, really good use case, but Ripple itself, I don't see XRP being like what people are thinking. I don't see it getting to $1 trillion of market cap and all that stuff, but it's been doing horribly. But so are all most coins, like Tim is saying right now. And will we get better? Absolutely, we'll get better, guys. It's just a slow motion. So Kevin, I've actually talked about Encash before. I'll just give you an overview of it. Number one, Tim Draper. Number two, already have a useful product. Number three, already have a mall technically that they can use, and they already have the connections to the different places that they want to do retail business with. So Encash is a winning token. It's already won. People that I know bought into the ICO are already up 3.5 times even during this market. So imagine that Encash came out when the market was hot, like Icon did. Encash should have been a 10 times out the gate. That was a great project, and it's still a great project. So if you see it drop, that might be one you might want to pick up if you want. But remember, this is just my educational advice. So where do I see Bitcoin by December? Okay, well, I don't know for sure, honestly, Todd. I mean, there's a lot of predictions out there. I would say a safe bet would probably be about 40,000. It could be up to 100 though. So it really depends on the market. It depends on who is getting involved. So I would say that if you're in there, then it's hard to tell you. I think that we're going to be way over 20,000. I don't think we're going to stick around. We'll be at least 35, 40,000, but it's very possible that big institutional investors get involved in the space and we end up seeing Bitcoin in the 100,000 range or in the 80,000 range. But remember, I'm not a genie. I don't have a magic ball, so I just look at former like data, and I try to make an assessment based off that and based off what I'm seeing in the market right now. So you're going to start seeing Bitcoin going on a run. Now, and one thing I've been talking about is in March, it's always a bad time. So they've never had a successful March. Once in the last 7 years has March made money for people. So April's when it 5 times out of 7 years has it made money. So that's going to go good. That's going to go really good. So you just have to just be patient, wait for everything to come back. It will come back. People remember Bitcoin has dropped from 1,000 to 100 before. So this is not as bad as before. And remember, last year, this time, Bitcoin was worth like $2,000 and it's like 8.5 now. We're just all tripping out because we saw it go so fast up. All right, so XVG, I don't know. I'm not a fan of Verge because the team doesn't actually ever do what they say they're going to do. That's my opinion of Verge. I don't like teams that don't do what they're going to say. Ethereum is one of the top 2 tokens in the market. So I would say if you have it, it's a great project. Most of the ICOs and other coin offerings are on ERC20 token platform. So I think Ether will have issues. It has problems with their chain, but they have a lot of things going right now to fix those issues. So they're doing their due diligence. So yeah, let me continue on with the news. If you guys have more questions, just pop them in there. I'll try to get to as many as possible. Okay, so Royal Bank of Canada is now exploring blockchain and automated credit scores. So what does this actually mean for the space? Well, it actually means a lot. It's really, really interesting, to be honest, what that means for us. What it means for us is that, imagine, it doesn't matter where you live in the world. It doesn't matter where you go, what you do. If you paid your bills always on time and you're someone who's very honorable when it comes to people lending you money, this would be great for you because you'll have a great credit score no matter where you go in the world. So Canada will use it, but imagine the whole world uses a blockchain version of credit score. You could never evade countries with your bad credit. You could never be a person who lived in the States, ran up $150,000 debt, left the States, came to another country, and looks all good. That you can't do. All right, so just one more thing I'm going to remind you of. Please do one thing. Like and share the video. Remember, like, share, add me as a follow me on Facebook. Once I get to 5,000 viewers or followers on Twitter, on Facebook, whichever one, every time I hit 5,000, I'm going to give a giveaway of crypto. When I hit 10,000, I'm going to give bigger giveaway of crypto. So get in on that, guys. It's free crypto. All it is you're going to watch me, you're going to get to learn, you're going to see the news, and you're going to get free crypto. So that's something I want to do for you, for all you guys being loyal and watching me and helping build this network that I'm trying to build up, and helping all of you guys and all of everyone else that learn about what's going on in crypto. And I never had anyone ask me what they wanted to learn this week, which is kind of sad. I really hope that we can do that. What do I think the best coin on Binance is right now? I think that anything that is down since the top, this is what I look for, okay? I look for the projects I really like, right? So I've told you guys like OMG, ADA, etc., XLM, Litecoin, etc. I look for the ones that have gone down the most during the dip, and those are the ones I buy, the ones I've done really extensive research into. So that's what I would do if I was you guys. You know, if you're looking for what you want to buy, remember, it's your own choice. I can't tell you what to do. I'm not an advisor, but there are many tokens right now that are super cheap. Like ADA was like 130 and it's like 18 cents. That will get back to 130. ADAs, once they have products come out from Charles Hoskinson, it's going to be better than Ethereum. Okay, EOS is going to be challenging ADA. So EOS and ADA are huge projects, and they're going to be really good. You're all green on CM Cap. I don't even know what that is, Mar. CM Cap. You think Coin Market Cap? Oh, Coin Market Cap. Okay, that's what you're talking about. I was like, CM Cap, is that a new coin? Holy crow. All right, so do share, do give love. All right, now, Mar, just remember this, okay? When you guys see everything laid up and go, wow, it's up 3, 4, 5% in an hour, don't get sucked into false signals. When do you buy? The question I'm going to ask you guys right now, here's a lesson for you. There's some teaching moment right now. When do you buy? The question is, when do I buy? I never buy stuff when it's green. Never buy if it's already green. You wait till those projects you like are in the red and you buy them while they're red. Because then when they go green, you benefit 100%. So abso-freaking-lutely, you definitely can buy anything you like right now if it's down a lot. Especially projects down 60, 70, 80, 90%. Those are the ones that I would focus on myself. So you can do whatever you want, but this is my own choice. This is what I would do, okay? Just want to make that really clear. Now, so ending off with the blockchain automated credit scores, basically they'll look at everything that you buy and sell, and they'll generate a credit score for you. And basically, if you don't have huge amounts of debts and you always pay your bills, you have a very good credit score. No matter where you go, you'll be able to use it. So that's what's really cool, leading more to mass adoption of blockchain. We've seen it with Walmart, we've seen it with ShipChain, we've seen it with Bush also using it for their trucking systems. You're going to see more and more and more of that. All right, so what are you looking at now? So I have to actually turn myself into studio mode because it's really hard to see. So I want to show you guys how the banking system works, okay? It's really important to know how the banking system works and why I don't like the banking system, how it traditionally works. So here is what I'm going to show you. So we deposit $1,000, right? So out of my $1,000, 900 of unpayable debt created out of $100 of reserve currency. So how it works is the reserve then matches that, okay? They give you they take 10% out. They loan out 90% of it. And then the 90% loan keeps going into the reserve, into the reserve, into the reserve, into the reserve, and they repeat it by 100 times. What does that mean? So what are you actually looking at here? What you're looking at is this. You're looking at a chart showing you how you're getting defrauded by the United States government and how they're making money out of thin air, and act like it's worth the same amount as it was the year before. But all they're doing is hyperinflation. This is likely why the VIX score in the stock market had a huge crash a couple weeks ago. It's because they're creating money out of nothing, right? If I deposit $100 in the bank, and then the bank makes $90 for reserve funds, and then they keep $10 of it, how does that work? And then they repeat it. They put that $90 loan into another reserve fund, and then they take out $10 and they put a $90 loan into another reserve fund, and they do it 10 times. This is how we end up in financial crises, okay? This is why, even though I don't like Trump Trump is great for the American people because he's trying to get rid of the Federal Reserve, because he knows, just as much as I do and you probably now do, that it is messed up and it's not okay and it's not right. So keep that in your mind, okay? I think that's something really important. All right, so a couple questions came up. Buy in the red, sell in the green. Absolutely. So if you ever watch my buddy Ryan O'Krant, when he does a video, he always tells you guys that. He says, when you're buying, buy it in the red. When you're selling, don't wait for it to go red. Sell it while it's green. So when I do trading, I actually only look for 10 to 15% growth, and I sell everything. Because I'm not greedy. I could make 200% on some of the projects that go up that much, but it's not about that. It's not about only money. I just want to do, I want to have fun. It's almost like gambling. It's kind of fun to do that. So yes, buying and selling at the right time is really a fun strategy to learn, and that's why we use TA. And people who think TA doesn't work, look at our group every time someone says TA doesn't work and what their predictions are and how wrong they are. Okay, just keep that in mind. Do I choose coins? Here's how I choose coins, Heidi. When I choose a coin, I choose it based off of what does it do? Is it a DApp? Is it infrastructure like DAV? What is it going to do? Does it have a use case? Is it going to be something that people have a legit usage for? Is it solving a problem? So I go straight to the business one-on-one when I do entrepreneurship in grade 10 with my students. It's the same questions I ask myself about these projects. What problem are they solving and how are they helping the world? If I can't answer that very confidently, those are not coins I'll invest in. I don't care if they're in the top 10, the top 100, or top 300. I just make sure that the product and the team are very strong and that it's proper, and that there's no issues with it. So continuing on, I want to talk next about women in blockchain. So this is a picture from a group, and what I want to tell you is this. Blockchain and cryptocurrencies right now only have let me just check that number that I wrote down again. 4 to 6% of women are the only ones in blockchain. So that means basically it's male dominated by 94 to 96%, which is not good. I mean, look at the year we're in. We're in 2018 and we're still having only 4 to 6% of women feel comfortable enough to be in blockchain. And why is that? And I really always ask myself, like, why is that? I would love to see more women in this space. And every time I talk to one, I'm like, how'd you get into crypto? And they're like, oh, like someone showed me and blah, blah, blah. I love it, but we need more of that. And I think that the more women we get in blockchain, the more equality we have. That's better, because remember, in the household, I'm married, usually the women control a lot of the money. And so we want them to know how to invest in crypto. I invested my wife into crypto. I think everyone should be investing in crypto. It's going to be mainstream. We should do it. So yes, let's get going. Let's get more and more stuff. All right, so Jose and Alan, I'm going to answer both your questions together. So let me explain how and why I'm going to explain it the way I'm explaining it. So Jose's asking, do I have any reliable signal groups? Alan's asking the best bots. I work with the signal group. That's awesome. They have like 92% success rates on calls, as long as you don't try to get too much out of them. You go for 10 to 15%, you're going to do well. And to answer Alan's, bots suck right now. They're horrible. But we're creating one with my group. We're trying to go through the SEC's like procedures of how we can do it, so it's not an issue. So we're working. It's going to take a little bit of time for that, but we're testing it out. And basically, the signal group I'm working with, we're creating a bot that will play those signals. So it's pretty straightforward. And so, yeah, I'll explain more about that. But bots generally are really hard to work with because you have to put in all the parameters, the RSI, when they should buy, the MACD, the moving averages. It's really hard to know. So bots are okay, but they're not the best either. Okay, so just letting you know that. Okay. All right, so Mara asked, do you believe Litecoin has the potential to reach 25% of Bitcoin price end this year? That's what Cliff High says. Realistically, if it hit 5K, I'd be super happy with that. I don't even know if it's going to hit 5K this year. It all depends on mass adoption. If we can get everyone in the world involved in crypto, which is sort of happening already, if we can get the banks, if we can get the big institutions, if we can get everyone owning crypto and selling and moving and trading it, yes, I do see Litecoin being that expensive because there's only going to be 300 coins. Look at Amazon. Amazon's like what, like $1,500 for a stock right now or something like that, and that's a stock. And there'll be way less Amazon coins if they did that than there would be stocks. They're not going to have a billion Amazon coins. Maybe they will. I don't know, but I just feel like that's the thing. All right. All right, so question is, does Litecoin hit 25%? I don't know. I can't say for sure. What I do think is Litecoin will be a very big player this year, and it will be a very big grower this year, and may outgrow percent-wise Bitcoin. That's just my prediction, okay? Because Bitcoin to hit 40,000 would only be 3 times right now, 4 times, 4.5 times, or whatever it is. But for Litecoin to go up that much, 4.5 times, it's very realistic, only $1,000, right? So, yeah. Okay, come on, women, except we have less disposable income. Yeah, that unfortunately is true still, Sue. But you don't need a lot of money to start off with crypto. You might be talking about something along the lines of $300 to $500 could get you a good start. And get you into some of the cheaper privacy coins and or just into some of the not as expensive coins that have more tokens. And if they go up in value and you trade and move them around, you can make good money. So you don't have to do with a lot of money. But yes, disposable income is hard to come by. But if you have it, you just try to start out. And the thing is, just get involved, Sue. Get involved, Heidi. All you gotta do is just buy some. You don't have to buy your whole net worth. I would say just start with a little bit and keep adding every month a little bit. Because if we do change from cash to tokens, you're gonna have already a lot, and yours are gonna be worth more by that point. So that's why you want to start slowly investing into crypto, because it's still worth money, and right now it's cheap, so it's a good time to do it. All right, I'll get to Tron, ICX, and Bitcoin Gold in a little bit. I just want to continue on with the news now. So let me just get to that. Great questions though, guys. I really love that you guys are asking all these questions. Please do like and love and share the video if you're new to this call, because I really do believe that a lot of people want free crypto, and I really do believe your friends that maybe are not actually trading crypto yet because they're scared or they've never seen the market and they don't understand it. If you give them a chance to win some crypto and they win, and they have to make them and they have to be able to accept the coins and all that stuff, what they're going to learn from that experience is crypto's awesome, because they're going to see coins go up in value probably, very likely, right? The stuff I'll give out will be not as expensive coins to get more than one, and also we'll get good projects, so they should go up in value. And then your friend would be like, wow, I got $150 worth of ADA or something, but now it's $100. And you'll be like, see, I told you, and they'll get all excited and tell their family. So that's how crypto actually moves. It moves based off word of mouth mostly. So I encourage you guys to do that as much as possible. All right, moving on from women in crypto, we got one more big topic to talk about, and does anyone know who this is? Anyone? I'll give you guys a couple seconds to guess, because I know it's a little delayed, but I want to know, does anyone know who this man is and why I have a picture of him on my screen right now? It may be a good question for you to ask yourself, like, what? Yeah, why is this guy on here? So I'll just let it come up. So here, it just showed up. What do you guys see? What do you guys think about that? And I'm really just curious to know your thoughts about who is this man and why have I put him on here. No? Okay, that's all right if you don't know who he is. This guy's name is Peter Thiel, and he is betting that Bitcoin will become basically that the cryptocurrency is going to be online gold. He did admit that it's very possible that it goes up 20 to 50% really quickly, and even higher than that. But he also said that it's also possible that it goes down 50 to 80% and it ends up being worthless. So I don't think he really understands what the hell he's talking about to say it's going to be worthless, because we determine if it's going to be worthless, and people are trying to buy it like hot cakes right now. Trust me. I have people right now trying to buy crypto like you would not believe. So who is Peter Thiel? Well, Peter Thiel runs a hedge fund that has multi-millions, even I think there's about $1 billion in it. Now, he is the one of the earliest investors in Facebook. He's the co-founder of PayPal. So he's not someone who doesn't know his stuff. He's worked with Elon Musk, okay? He's not a dummy. So he said that he'd be very long on Bitcoin, and that he thinks it's going to be the online equivalent to gold. And he's betting a lot of his money on it, actually. So he's actually thinking that it's going to store value, just like we've been saying the whole time, and that it's very likely to go up and not be worthless, but it could be. And this is why we always tell you guys, if you're going to do stuff like in crypto, only invest what you can lose, so that doesn't affect your life negatively. How many of you agree with that? If you agree with that, I say only invest what you can afford to lose. Click the like button. I want to know how many of you guys agree with me on that one, because I have friends that have told me, oh man, I wasn't supposed to spend this money and I put it in crypto, and I'm like, why did you do that? And the ones who I tell that, I always feel bad for them, because they end up they screw up, right? Like they lose money, especially in this market right now. They lost money and they need it, so it's not a good thing to do. I would never do it at all. So yeah, that's pretty much all the news for today. I have a couple other things I want to talk about. And if anyone has questions now, the floor is all of yours. So ask any questions about coins now, because I can get to them. I'm going to go back and try to talk about Bitcoin Gold. So Bitcoin Gold, Heidi, is a fork of Bitcoin, same as Bitcoin Cash. It doesn't do that much different as far as I've done research on. It's just another fork of Bitcoin. And it will go up and down. It'll probably stay around 100, 200 bucks for a while. It has some movement. It always has had movement, but I don't see it being, as big as Bitcoin Cash or Bitcoin itself. But it's got some use case, and it's a good trading coin. It's a good coin to trade on when it starts to move. Same as Bitcoin Dark, actually. So those are two that you can look at and follow. Now, ICX is the most successful, or one of the most successful ICOs of last year. Now, that's one of the ones that people bought for, I think it was 10 cents and went to $11 at the top. And right now it's really low. I think it's at $3 or something. Great pickup at $3, by the way. Not advice, but if right now, I want to buy ICX because it's $3. I think that's a really cheap price for it when it was at 11 before. That's 400% less. ADA is about 600% less than it was. 20 cents, they have to multiply by six times less than it was before. So maybe even 7 times less. Those are the coins you want to buy, the projects you like that are right now doing, that have gone down a lot. So Jonathan, Litecoin is the most stable coin out of all the coins that have had this dip. It's still sitting around $165. And when I had bought Litecoin last, it was like $300. So that was a bad buy, but most of the Litecoin I bought was at $50, $60, $80, and $100. So it's never even gone close to that since this dip happened. It did once at 117. But the point is this, Litecoin's been very stable through the whole process. So I think it's a great project with LightPay and their partnership that they have now. And I'll talk more about the partnership later. But I just think it's such a great thing that they're doing. So, sorry, I'm just really, it's been a long day. Give me some water. Hold on a second here, everyone. All right, so does anyone know what Abra is? No, I want to know, does anyone know what Abra is? Abra. So Abra is who they Litecoin partnered with. Abracadabra, right? So Abra, what is it? It's a cryptocurrency wallet. They've added 20 cryptocurrencies and 50 fiat currencies. So what is it going to do? This is going to make a huge difference in cryptocurrency. And the reason why is because it's going to do a smart contract style of working. It works with smart contract investing. So you can actually invest on it. It has Bitcoin, Ether, Litecoin, Ripple, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, Dash, Zcash, Bitcoin Gold, Stellar Lumens, Digibyte, Dogecoin, Golem, OmniSeaGo, Qtum, Augur, Status, Stratus, Vertcoin, OX. And those are the main ones for now. So they have a lot of cryptocurrencies on that, and they use fiat. So you can easily now transfer it over from crypto to fiat, right? It works very similar to Shapeshift if you've ever used that. So a really easy way to get crypto. Why is that big news for Litecoin? Well, people generally buy a lot of Litecoin because it has a lot of use case. And by the end of this year, it'll be in 70 countries with LitePay. And sure, we had the issue of things going off, but it's all good. Oh, Heidi, you're leaving? That's okay. I'll see you tomorrow. Thanks again for coming, and we'll chat again later. Magic spell. Yes, Robert, it's definitely a magic spell. So yes, it's a crypto exchange. It's going to be great. Dimitri's asking about Waves. Waves is a great platform. It's done a lot of good movements in the past, and it's still over $5, even though it was only, so it hasn't. It's another one that hasn't moved too far down. It hasn't gone too far up during the dip. So that means it's stable, and it's also been around for a while. So I liked Waves. It's not something I'm heavily invested in though. But this is just my own opinion about Waves. I think it's a good project, and there's a lot of good things happening with it. So one more thing to talk about before I let you go. I'm just going to keep roping you guys in. So my ICO pool. So my ICO pool is starting. The one that we have right now is DAV coin, DAV network. DAV has two former astronauts on their team. They have the UPS chairman on their team. They have Ethereum's, what are they called? The Ethereum's something. My brain is slow right now. It's 11 o'clock at night. But they have Ethereum's content generator, or Ethereum's, basically one of the main people from Ethereum left and went to work for DAV. They also have Google. They have a lot of really big names. So the thing about DAV that's really amazing is what they're doing is they're going to have mobile drones delivering packages, and they're already doing this in Iceland, in Denmark, I believe, as a trial period. And so basically think about what Amazon's trying to do with their drone deliveries, and this is basically going to be able to do that for you. And the drones possibly will also have wallets on them, so you can basically pay the drone, and it will go pick up stuff from you or drop off and pay it and then go to the next place. So it's really cool. Another really cool thing about DAV, it's going to use the technology that Elon Musk made with, or not made, but was using for Teslas, is self-driving cars. So imagine you go to work and your car's just sitting at work, and your car can basically become a self-driving Uber. So that's what DAV is going to be trying to work on, and that's their idea, is they're going to use automated cars to drive people wherever they want to go, and you can just get paid for it by having someone else use your car by sitting in it. It's just a brilliant idea. It's ride sharing 2.0 really, and so I think it's a really, really great project. And if you ever want to invest in it, my group right now has 30% off. There's only about 12 to 15 hours left apparently. Maybe 24 if we're lucky, before DAV closes their doors. They're 98% sold out of pre-sale, meaning they're not going to public ICO. You will not be able to buy them if you're a regular person. And if you're from America or Canada or Singapore or anywhere that they don't let you buy it, you can buy it with us because we're an ICO pool and we buy a lot. So that's a really good one. Another one that's sold out already as well is Consensus. So my group only has 100 ETH left of Consensus, but it is completely sold out, and we're going to still give 5% bonus on top, even though you can't buy it at all. So it's like an ICO that you can't even buy if you wanted it, because it's never going to go to pre-sale or never go to ICO token sale, because basically the groups that bought it pre-sale bought it out because it's such a good project. So we have that one. Another one coming up tomorrow, the first day, is XTrade. So XTrade is already a useful product that they're using in Forex and in stock trading. And so it's going to use a lot of the techniques that they use from stock and Forex trading in crypto. So it's something that's already been proven to work, and we're going to have 50% bonus tokens on those. And the minimum Ethereum investment's only 0.2%, 0.2 Ether. For every project except for DAV. DAV is 0.5 Ether, just because it's ending very soon, and we don't want to have like 800 transactions right at the last second. So yeah, if you want to do that, because DAV is really just for my friends, because we're not, the website's not finished yet. So it's just for my friends, people that know me and trust me. You guys can help and we can get you in 0.5 ETH for DAV, 0.2 for anything else at least, and as much as you want. If you want 5 ETH, we can do 5 ETH. It's no big deal. My biggest investor does generally like 20, 30 ETH at a time himself. So yeah, that's pretty much how that works. So we have 3 that we're looking at. Well, 1 right now is going to be done in 24 hours. So DAB, if you want it, get on it quick. Message me. I'll help you guys get in. Number 2, consensus. It's also going to go quick, but we already have the tokens already. We bought them. We didn't buy them. We bought our space of tokens already. So we already own 100 ETH worth, but we're going to sell all of it. So if you want in a project that's pretty much almost guaranteed to do extremely well right out the gate, because it may be on a really big exchange. We've heard rumors coming out. Get some consensus for yourself, and X-Trade will be able to get you 50% bonus tokens. Yeah, still 50%, even though our group, we make a little bit. We don't make a lot off you guys, because that's not the point. The point was to be able to give everybody else a chance to invest in a pool or invest period, because they couldn't get into ICOs because they're from the wrong country, which is silly. So that's something I just want to leave you off with, because I think it's awesome. Do I have projections about what? So I'm curious to know what you mean by projections. Dom, RDD is a good, Redcoin's a good project. It's down a lot now. So everything that you like, remember, it's what I'm explaining to you. I'm not a financial advisor, so I can't say what to buy. But what I can tell you is this. Anything that you've done research into, or you've heard someone who did research into and you backed it up, you should invest in those projects that you like personally, not what I like. You can listen to my research, and then you can make your own decision. So that's my idea. Now, my projections for what, Mar, I don't really know. Haven't seen the message yet, but I will give you projections, a guess. Remember, projection is basically like saying a guess, right? I don't really know 100%. No one does. If we did, we'd roll. If I knew, I wouldn't need to do anything. I would just be stupidly rich. Is this showing through? That's pretty cool. Okay, so that's it for tonight. If there's any more questions, do throw them in last minute. I'm gonna be leaving in about like a minute or so. So do let me know anything that you have. Oh, do I have a website? myicopool.com. Like I said, it's not done yet. So it may work sometimes and not, because we're still updating everything and getting all the disclaimers and stuff sorted out. And so once the website's complete, it'll be there. But you'll see, you can go and see my face and all my partners' faces on the website page and all that stuff, as long as it's up. So do check it out, Alan. It's all legit. Everything's above board. I don't know if you guys know this, but me as an educator and a business educator, I don't want to lose my license to teach because I scammed someone for a couple $1,000s. That's not the point. We do everything completely compliant, and we even have lawyers and everything do everything for us. So it's got to be done that way, because ICOs are risky, and we want to make sure that we're, number one, investing for ourselves in good projects. Number two, we're telling our members what's a good project they could possibly invest in if they want to, or just buy into, I guess. So, without further ado, I want all you guys to remember that life is awesome. Keep kicking butt, keep taking names, do what you do, be happy. Life is, it's a little too short sometimes, and you shouldn't really worry too much about it, because, you know, I think that life is really cool. You know, what do we do in life? We get up, we do our thing in the morning, we have fun with our kids, you know, so that's what we should be focusing on a lot. And, you know, life is really cool that way, I find. And we're going to just keep doing our thing and kicking butt. So, yeah. Now, last thing before I go. Share this video, like this video, add me on as a friend, or follow me on Facebook. Tell others to do so as well. As soon as I get to 5,000 members, I may change that to 1,000. I'll do smaller ones as we go up. But when we get to 5,000, I'm going to do a nice giveaway, at least a half a Litecoin or something along those lines. So yeah, like and share the video. Tell your friends, tell your family, you know, get some free crypto by watching Mr. Joel, learn about what crypto is about. And yeah, so I will see you guys all tomorrow. Keep doing what you do. Be positive. Love your life. Everything is so awesome, and I want you to know that. And so we'll get there sooner than later. We're gonna get to where we want to be, and it's gonna be great. So that's all I want to tell you. So without further ado, I will see all you guys tomorrow. Mr. Joel, your cryptocurrency educator, signing off for today. Like and share this video. Message me if you have any questions about DAV. If you want to get in on it, remember there's only 12 or 14 hours left, maybe 20 hours if we're lucky. So do connect with me quickly because it will end quickly. And that's not to pressure you, it's just that's ending quickly. We got in late on our side. That wasn't our fault. But consensus we still have. X-Trade is coming up this week. So lots of good stuff coming on the ICO world. Very well researched ICOs on our end. And that's why we don't do 10 or 15 at a time, because we do the good ones. Anyways, Mr. Joel, the crypto educator, signing off for tonight. I'll see you all not tomorrow. Tomorrow's St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to have some green beer. No, I'm not. I'm just joking. Tomorrow's my day off. I only take Saturdays off because I noticed that a lot of people are out on Saturdays and they're busy with their families, their friends. And so no shows on Saturdays. So I'll see you guys on Sunday night. And, you know, I'm looking forward to it. I know by Sunday I'm going to have more good news for you. So tokenize the stock market. Let's get there. Let's see the crypto market come back, and let's have some fun. All right, guys. You have a great evening, everyone. I'll see you all tomorrow, or Sunday, sorry.
She my kryptonite, that's every night. Can't get enough, creeping up my focus spine, baby. You know I've been working towards the only time I hit you up is late at night, yeah, yeah. She my kryptonite, that's every night. Can't get enough, creeping up my focus spine, baby. You know I've been working towards the only time I hit you up is late at night, yeah, yeah, yeah. Baby, I'm sorry if I hit you up, I'm faded. The only time I hit you up is when I'm wasted. Girl, you just all up in my mind, I can't